Back in 1975, I had an experience while I was out deer hunting in New Mexico. I was stationed in Holloman, New Mexico, Holloman Air Force Base, and we lived in Alamogordo. But I was doing my hunting near Cloudcroft, which is not too far away from Alamogordo, but it's real pretty high country, lots of pine trees and stuff. I was, at that particular time, I was still an unbeliever, because I didn't become a believer in Bigfoot until 2008, when I had my tent squishing incident. But in this particular case, I was hunting, and I came up to an area that it was kind of a little area, a depression in the ground. It was a little lower than the rest of the area, and there was a mine shaft about 100 yards away. You can see the mine shaft and the tailings. And as I walked into the depression, I spotted a deer, and it was laying on the ground. And wow, you know, there's got to be a buck here somewhere, but it was a doe. And so as I crept around and looked over the bank again, there was two of them. I'm going, wow, that's weird. Both of them are laying on their sides. And then I realized that they were dead. And so I kind of snuck up over the top to see more what was going on. And there was actually 5 does laying there on the ground. 3 of them looked like they'd been started to be processed for the meat. They had been partially skinned. The meat was being stripped off of them, that kind of stuff. And I didn't really know what that meant. I just thought it was poachers. And I was kind of upset because, I just ran upon 5 deer that are dead. 2 of them were still untouched. And so, I was kind of cussing and swearing at poachers. Well, of course, I wasn't really swearing because I don't use profanity, but, I was not happy. And so I decided to go on and go check out the mine shaft that I could see. So I walked up to the mine shaft, and I didn't even think to look for any prints in the ground or anything like that. I could see a ways in. Looked like it went in about 50 feet or so, and then stopped. And I could see a little bit of kind of like looked like glitter on some of the walls and stuff. So I decided, well, I'm going to go in and check it out and see if this is an old gold mine or silver mine or something like that. So I donned my little tiny flashlight, and in I went. And I went back 50 feet or so where it looked like it did ended, but at the very end, it didn't really stop. There was another shaft to the right, but it was much smaller than what I just walked through. I could walk through the shaft, but this one would require you to basically lean over and stoop while you go inside. I flashed my light around in there a little bit, and then I noticed that I stepped in something, and I looked down at the ground. 6 miles on I-17 south. I looked down at the ground, and I was standing in a big puddle of yellow water. And I'm going, what in the heck can pee that much? And I thought, oh, it's got to be a bear. And so I kind of took a little peek around in there a little bit and decided, well, I don't have a bear tag. All I got is deer tag, so I better back out and leave the bear alone. And I started to back out of there, and all of a sudden, the most tremendous scream came down through that shaft. I don't know if the shaft kill deer and then pile them up in the same place and process them. So, that was one of my unsolved mysteries that happened to me before I become a Bigfoot believer.